Hello, welcome to the A to Z YouTube channel. My name is Toby Allen. I'm the A in A to Z. I'm the producer and engineer in the studio. Today we're going to be looking at the brand new bass library from Submission Audio, DjinnBass2. I've been really excited to have a play with this one because, if I'm honest, I wasn't a huge fan of DjinnBass1, so I've been really excited to see whether I'd like DjinnBass2 once it comes into the true bass family. This is a sponsored video. I've been asked to show you this bass library from Submission Audio, and I'm also affiliated, so if you use the link in the description below, then I will take a little bit of a commission. That being said, I've been buying and using and being a huge fan of Submission Audio stuff way before I was affiliated with them, so obviously all opinions stated are my own, not been told what to say, just been asked to show it to you guys. So let's have a quick look. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this funny little song I've made, kind of djinty, kind of jazzy, but it kind of focuses on what DjinnBass sounds like, and it also uses quite a few of the articulations that are available to you. So we're using Superior Drummer for drums, we're using ML Sound Labs Super Duper for the guitar tones, and the only other plugins running on here are Flatline 2 on the drum bus and on the master bus. So let's hear how it sounds. So hopefully it gives you a little bit of an idea of how it sounds. Let's have a look at the features on this one. So the first thing you'll notice comparing this to DjinnBass1 is that the interface looks very different. The genie is still there. He's you can see him in the rear view mirror, but the main view is kind of like a car dashboard driving into some kind of 80s desert island, Florida, something. I don't know. You've got these here little pop vinyls of the Djinn himself, and that changes the tone. So you've got the DI, grit, and distortion. And with the grit and distortion, you've got a mixer here, so you can change how much drive, tone, compression, and girth you've got on those tones. So then, as with the other true bass libraries, you have settings here, so you can choose your bass tuning, and you have some presets that you can select from. You've also got your key switch mapping over here, and this can be adjusted. I tend to just leave it as it is, but it gives you the option to change between up, down, slap, harmonics, sliding, tapping, and forcing which string you're playing on. So if you want them to match the guitar performance, you can force which string it will play on to match that. Then you've got the alternate picking engine just here, so that works out which notes should be alternate picked and which should be down picked. One thing you've got new on this one, which we will have a quick check on, is you have the option to change between plectrum picked and finger picked. So let's solo that and we will listen to what it sounds like. So this is with the plectrum. This is finger picked. Then you notice that it's dramatically different, which is really cool, because I think for me personally, I quite often find that dingwall sounds have a tendency to be quite pingy, quite bright, and quite kind of almost poking out of the mix when played with plectrum. So played with fingers, it sounds a bit rounder and a bit less pokey, and kind of blends itself into the rest of the mix more, which works for me personally, but depends on what the aesthetic of the song is as to which of those sounds best in a given situation. I've also got the Doom button here, so what that does is it basically makes it a way more kind of EDM sounding, a lot less humanized, which again, depending on the aesthetic, could be really good for the song you're making. And you've also got a humanized function over here. So submission audio, they recommend having it at the 12 o'clock position. I kind of like it more like here, where it's kind of that sweet spot between human and bassist, and you've got a nice little red line here to show you where that is as well, which is very useful. So you can adjust that again if you want it more machine-like, then you can, but I like it over here where it sounds not sloppy but real. And then you've also got the option here to force position using this dial rather than using the key switches. So that basically the functions of DjinnBass. I think it's a huge improvement over Djinn 1. Speaking of, why don't we compare it with Djinn 1? So what I've got here is a part of the bass playing from that song, and we're on the grit mode on there. We've also got Umansky on grit mode, and we also have DjinnBass1 on grit mode as well. And what I'm going to do is just going to loop that a couple of times and switch around between the basses. So what you can see here, the top purple one is Djinn 2, middle red one is Umansky, bottom purple one is Djinn 1. So let's hear how those sound. What we're also going to do, we'll do the same again, but on the DI mode. So switch all of these to DI. And have another listen. So I'm sure you'll agree with me that there's a huge improvement in the sound on DjinnBass2 over DjinnBass1. Night and day difference, both in terms of the actual tone and the realism, but also the features as well. So there is a discounted upgrade price if you already have DjinnBass1 to go up to DjinnBass2, which is great. So if you want to take advantage of those features and improve the sound and you've already got DjinnBass1, then go for it. As I said, with DjinnBass1, I wasn't a huge fan. I didn't actually ever end up using it in a single song. I've used all the other bass libraries in a song at some point, but not DjinnBass1 for some reason. But this one I will be using because I really like this one. It feels like it fixed all the things that I didn't like about the previous one. Doesn't sound too pokey, doesn't sound inhuman. I think it's a huge improvement. Definitely recommend checking this one out. And let me know in the comments what you think. And of course, as I said, we are affiliated with Submission Audio, so if you are interested in picking this one up, head over to our affiliate link in the description below. behemoth.com/SA will take you directly to the site. I think there's probably an introductory price over Black Friday and stuff. There's everything else that Submission Audio does is also on sale over Black Friday as well, so check out those deals as well. And if you've got any questions, if there's anything else that you'd like me to try and have a look at, bass library wise, bass amps in wise, or anything like that, then hit it in the comments below and we'll see what we can do in the future video. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.